My kids were singing in the backseat. That's the last sound I remember. The morning everything changed. I keep telling myself it was just another family trip, nothing special. A rented SUV, coffee cups between the seats, my wife Sarah fixing the playlist like she always did. Emma complained about being bored before we even left the driveway. Josh was already asleep with his headphones crooked. We were supposed to be gone 4 days. Beach, cheap hotel, plastic souvenirs. I remember thinking how quiet my phone had been lately. No work emails, no late night calls. I felt like a normal dad again. That's what makes this hard to write now. Because when I woke up days later in a hospital room, none of those people were there. Not my wife, not my kids. No one explained anything. Just paperwork, clipped voices, and the word rest over and over again. I didn't know yet that this silence was permanent. Waking up alone. The nurse said my name twice before I realized she was talking to me. My throat felt like sandpaper and my head wouldn't stop buzzing. I tried to ask where Sarah was, but only a whisper came out. She adjusted my IV instead of answering. A man in a white coat asked me questions that felt pointless. What day was it? Did I know where I was? Could I move my fingers? I could do all that, but the only thing I cared about was missing from the room. They said my family was being looked after. That phrase still makes my skin crawl. Being looked after by who? Where? I watched people come and go through the glass door, families hugging in the hallway, kids laughing with balloons, and me trapped in a bed, staring at a ceiling that didn't know my name. Discharged without answers. 3 days later, they sent me home. No reunion, no explanations. My sister picked me up because my car was not available. She drove too carefully, like she was scared I might break. At my house, everything was frozen. Emma's backpack still on the floor. Josh's sneakers kicked off by the couch. Sarah's coffee mug in the sink with lipstick on the rim. It felt wrong to breathe in that space. I asked my sister again, "Where are they?" She said, "We'll talk when you're stronger." I didn't argue. I didn't have the strength. That night I slept on the couch because our bedroom felt like a crime scene without police tape, people acting strange. Neighbors waved but didn't walk over. My boss left a message telling me to take all the time I needed. The school called asking about attendance, then quickly hung up when I said my kids wouldn't be in that week. Nobody asked questions. My phone was returned in a padded envelope, screen cracked. The last photo was Emma making a face in a gas station mirror. Time stamp, 22 minutes before my memory stops. I sat at the kitchen table holding that phone until the battery died. Every time I asked someone directly, the room went quiet. They changed the subject. They talked about weather, traffic, anything except my family. I started wondering if I was losing my mind. The house at night. Night is worse. During the day, I can pretend I'm waiting. At night, I know I'm not. The kids' nightlight still turns on at 9 p.m. because Sarah had it on a timer. I didn't change it. I just sit in the dark hallway and watch it glow under their door. Sometimes I hear sounds that aren't there. A laugh, a door closing, then nothing. I tried sleeping in our bed once. I lasted 6 minutes. I don't cry, I just stop moving. The official visit. A man in a suit knocked one afternoon. He asked about seat positions, speed, weather, road conditions. He took notes like this was a homework assignment. When I asked where my wife and kids were, he closed his folder. I'm not allowed to discuss that. Not allowed by who? After he left, I found myself staring at the street for a long time. I couldn't remember the sound of Josh's laugh. That terrified me more than anything. My sister breaks. My sister came over unannounced. She started cleaning the kitchen even though it was already clean. She kept wiping the same counter. "Please tell me," I said. She didn't answer. Her hands were shaking. "I can't keep doing this," she whispered, not looking at me. That was the first honest thing anyone had said. Time keeps going. Weeks passed, mail stacked up, grass grew too tall, the school stopped calling, friends stopped texting. I started walking every morning because the doctor said movement helps. People crossed the street when they saw me. I didn't blame them. Somewhere in the middle of all that quiet, I realized something important. I wasn't waiting anymore. I was surviving. What I still don't know. I don't remember the sound. I don't remember the moment. Just singing, then nothing. There are reports I haven't seen, rooms I haven't been allowed into, conversations that stop when I walk in. People think silence is kind. It is. Silence turns your life into a puzzle with missing pieces. The smallest hope. Some nights I play the playlist Sarah made. I let it run until the end. I don't sing. I don't talk. I just listen. That's all I can still do. The truth is still coming. I've learned something in all this quiet. You don't lose people all at once. You lose them in pieces, first their voices, then their routines, then the way others say their names. I don't know when I'll be ready to hear the whole truth. But I know I will. What this taught me. This isn't a story about accidents or blame. It's about what happens after life stops making sense. I learned that love doesn't disappear just because answers don't come. It lives in coffee mugs left in sinks, in nightlights that still turn on, in playlists that don't get deleted. If there's any meaning here, it's this. Don't wait for silence to remind you what matters. Say things now. Hold hands now. Fix what can be fixed while you still can. Because one morning you'll wake up, and everything you thought was guaranteed will be gone, and all you'll have left is memory.